Hey LP Army, what's going on? Landon is still away in California, so I'll be filling in for another video or two. But don't go anywhere, I'm working really hard because I want to do a good job for him. He's my buddy. I hope you guys are having a fantastic week. In the last video, I asked you guys what is your favorite movie, and there were some very good answers. In this one, I want to hear from you guys, what makes you sad? Let me know down below. So today we've got a really sad story about the passing of Bobbi Brown. She is the daughter of Emmy Award-winning singer Whitney Houston, superstar talent. Her daughter was also working on her own projects. My name is Bobbi Kristina and welcome to Landon Production. Bobbi Kristina Brown, she was only 22 years young. Her family, they released this statement. It is hard to say goodbye. On Sunday, July 26th, Bobbi Kristina Brown made her transition peacefully. The family thanks everyone for their loving thoughts and prayers. As Bobbi Kristina would say, the wind is behind me and the sun is in my face. At the time of her passing, she was surrounded by family and she's now joining her mother in heaven. Now what's really strange about this story is the way in which poor Bobbi passed away. Her mother had died 3 years ago and the case was noted as being accidental drowning. But heart disease and cocaine use were contributing factors. Bobbi, she too was hospitalized after being found in a bathtub 3 years later. Now prior to her passing, she had been hospitalized on 2 incidences because she was dealing with anxiety. On top of that, she had also been involved in a car accident and she was in what people are saying was an abusive relationship. So obviously she was dealing with a lot. Anyway, this is an absolute tragedy, very sad stuff. Our next news story is actually breaking news. It comes all the way from China, where a woman was shopping at a mall with her son when all of a sudden the escalator she was riding, this thing collapsed. The 31-year-old mother and her 3-year-old son, they were riding an escalator. When they reached the very top, well, the platform that you stand on, that collapsed underneath her. She was able to pass off her young boy to an onlooker, but sadly she was sucked under the machine. The escalator had to be torn apart for them to remove all of her remains. Now there is a panic button on every escalator, but everyone was so shocked with what was going on, no one thought to press it. Now video footage caught by security camera has made its way onto YouTube, but I cannot imagine it staying there for long. I don't believe that would work with YouTube's policy. Also, people's last moments on Earth, well, those should be respected and not publicized, not shared via viral video. Now I have my own channel, The Most Amazing Top 5, and on there I've done a video on people who have survived the unthinkable. Yeah, no scary stuff here because everyone made it away and they can't believe they did. I definitely think it's worth a watch. It'll also give you a pick-me-up after hearing these tragic stories. So go on over there and hit subscribe. You went? Okay, cool. So let's move on to another story about a life being saved. 2 brothers were at a beach out in Florida when they noticed a hammerhead shark out in the water and it seemed injured. One brother decided to film the events on his GoPro as the other brother swam out to the shark in the water. Not only did he grab it, he then began to drag it towards the beach. Is this real life right now? They found several hooks in and around the shark's mouth as well as steel wire wrapped around its head. Now it took some time to remove all the hooks and the wire. They also got help from a bunch of people at the beach and eventually they were able to assist this fish back into the water. And by fish I mean shark, and by wow, these guys are crazy. Now hammerheads, they're not generally as dangerous as other sharks. There have been attacks in the past on humans, but none of them fatal. They have very small mouths, so typically they go for smaller prey, not big guys like me. They are, however, cannibalistic creatures, so if this injured hammerhead had gone back to its school, well, it's likely he would have ended up as dinner, because they would have noticed he was weak and they would have attacked their own. This story could have been another tragedy except for these 2 young Florida men who really stepped up, and this video is going viral and it just shows you how fantastic humanity can be. Moving on to our next story, we're talking about some of the most beautiful pieces of art known to man. But these special ones, they have been recreated through the use of Barbie and her boyfriend Ken. Here we have The Son of Man by Rene Magritte, also American Gothic by Grant Wood. Now I'm not sure where Ken is for this one with the 2 girls. It's supposed to be a girl and a guy, but I do like that one girl's eye scar. There is the creation of Adam, which was put together by Michelangelo. In this one we have one Barbie doll who's wearing way too little and another one who looks like she's ready to go to a fashion show. There is also The Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci and The Scream by Edvard Munch, and many, many more very cool stuff. Okay guys, my name is Bobbi Kristina and I think that's all I got for you in this video here on Landon Production, so I'm gonna wrap it up. Whoa! Thanks so much guys for tuning in. I look forward to reading all your comments. Be sure to head over to my channel, The Most Amazing Top 5, where I break down the world into brilliant top 5 lists. There's definitely something on there for everyone, so be sure to head on over and hit subscribe. Thanks so much for having me here on Landon Production. I'm having a blast, and I'll see you guys in another video or two.